Hey, I'm Scott, and I'm an American in Bangkok. And I got a letter, and no, this guy is not a... Well, maybe he is, I don't know. Maybe he's a chowder. Anyway, he's just a guy asking some questions, although his situation is a little bit different. But then again, it's not so different. Anyway, he writes me, what about in the case of if the woman insists on wanting to take care of me even though I am working? See, there is a seemingly wonderful Thai woman I have been talking to for quite a while now, but I am trying to learn as much as possible, and I have been watching your videos and I have learned a lot. But it still concerns me about whether or not this woman is right. Or now, she does, right or not, I think that's what he tried to write. She does have, to me, what is a very good job there where she lives. She does not work in a bar, nor go to any bars as far as we have discussed, but there are other things I am not sure about. I do plan to fly to Thailand to meet her sometime this year. Now, I'm not worried whether it goes well or not, and also we have talked many nights. Well, there it's days, because I live in Louisiana. Anyway, we have talked very much about building a family together, and to me it all sounds like a real plan, but I am not saying I am not skeptical, because I am the same way about women I meet here as well. I really would appreciate your opinion about this. I do apologize for the long question, but I really wanted to know what your thought were, Khop Kun Krop, Mr. Scott. Okay, well, for me, this is kind of a no-brainer, but then, hey, what do you say when you're like the brain? I mean, come on. I'm being facetious. If you got to, look up that word, all right? If that's too big of a word for you rocket scientists out there. Basically, it means I'm being a smartass. What's new? Anyway, okay, so first of all, she insists on wanting to take care of me even though I am working. Okay, so what are you going to do? You're going to fly over, and if she's just going to, show you around and, show you a good time, okay, great. Now, if she means she wants to take care of you, like, long-term, like, hey, come over here and you'll be my kept man, that's a different story, because you know what? Once she starts forking over the dough, you're under her thumb just like a woman would be if you're taking care of her. And you don't want to be under a woman's thumb. No, no, no. Because that means what she says goes. You lose your control, your masculinity, your freedom, most importantly. Let's see. We've been talking for quite a while. I still have concerns. Well, you should have concerns. She has a good job. I think he said she processes loan documents or something. I don't know. She does not work in a bar or go to a bar as far as we have discussed. But there are still other things I'm not sure. I do plan to fly. Well, you got the right mentality in that, it's like, hey, if it works, it doesn't work, no problem. I'm going, I need a vacation. That's wonderful. Truly, that's the way to go about it, at least in my opinion. But what do I know? I really like this person very much. Okay, tone it down there, bucko. I really like her very much. You don't know her, man. Really, you might know a little bit about her. I mean, I'm not going to say you can't get to know somebody a little bit, but I still think that when you meet somebody in person and you see how they interact with people on a regular basis, then I think you start to get to know them, and you see how they react to you in certain situations when you say certain things, and you see the look in their eye, you see the way oh, what's going on with that, it helps to be, in my opinion, to be there. So I wouldn't put too much weight on, just give it time. Anyway, we have talked very much about building a family together. I think that's a little too soon. But okay, at least maybe you both go in, when you meet each other, you both know where you stand, and you don't have to wonder. I know one particular guy, and he's got a girl he's interested in, and she don't want the babies. But he's thinking, hey, maybe I want one. What kind of relationship they going to have? Now, either he's going to have to talk her into it, but she might end up being bitter because her body is, her body is changed by the birth, in all likelihood. Or, and then she's going to have to take care of the thing. Who knows? She may end up loving the thing. That's what they're supposed to do. But, that is a sticking point. So it's good that maybe you talked about that, although I wouldn't be like, okay, so we can have a family. If we're together for 6 months, let's have a baby. I think that's a little too fast. Slow down there. But I'm not saying I'm not skeptical, because I'm the same way about women I meet here as well. Well, that's very good. I think, I think you're a lot better off than the last guy. That's, and when I say that, I'm saying that with all honesty. You are far better off than he was or is. I really, really would appreciate your opinion about this. I do apologize for the long question, but I really wanted to know what your what your thoughts were. Kap kun krop, Mr. Scott. I would say take your time. Don't let her push you into anything. Don't let her sway you into changing what you might think you want. At the very least, tell her, hey, can I have a little bit of time to think on it? If you go there and you go, oh my God, she's beautiful and she's nice and we get along great, that's fantastic. How about, how about I try to come back in another 4 months and we take it from there. Maybe we can take it to the next level and we can say, it's love. I mean, I don't know. I would say just take your sweet time, because as with most women, if you give them some time, if you give them enough rope, they will either hang themselves or prove themselves to be worthy of entering your life, worthy of your affection. But at this point, I would still, put your foot on the brake a little bit and not, get a little too crazy. And certainly do not let the sex make the decision for you. Think with this head. And I know I got a big head, but think with the big head, not the big head that's a little littler, a little smaller. Okay? That's all I got. So, I'm sorry this isn't another War and Peace, Art of War masterpiece from some either troll or idiot or chowderhead or whatever you want to call them. But it's not. So, thankfully, I can get out of here and say, until next time, I'm Scott. I'm an American in Bangkok. Choke D. Lat.